Hey guys, and welcome to the first video for the chapter summaries of The Hobbit. Today, obviously, we're going to do chapter 1. And can you guess what the name of that one is? Oh wait. Okay, so now that you have guessed it or not guessed it, either way, chapter 1 of The Hobbit. It starts out with... Oh, by the way, did I show you? I have a script here, the pages are falling out and everything, but am I gonna use it? Of course not, because nobody needs it. Okay, anyway, so chapter 1 of The Hobbit starts out with JRR Tolkien explaining what a Hobbit is, where Hobbits live, and just all around like that. He explains that Frodo, Jesus Christ, skipping to the Lord of the Rings. You can fast forward that video segment into the future. Okay, so explains that Bilbo is a hobbit. He's a son of Belladonna Tooks and Bungo Baggins, as we have explained in some other videos already. He lives in Bag End that was built by his father, Bungo, for his mother Belladonna, and they lived there for many, many years. And when they died, it got passed on to Bilbo, who would later pass it on to Frodo. So, in that being said, our story starts when Gandalf shows up into the picture. Now, Gandalf is an interesting guy, as we have already said, and Gandalf, being such an adventurous and interesting wizard, when he shows up at Bilbo's front door, Bilbo, of course, unexpectedly is going to be like, "Good morning, how's your day going, how have you been? I'm cracking, that's good. Unfortunately for Bilbo, who we know isn't into all the adventures, doesn't really want to do stuff like that, Wizard Buddy does. Now, after a drawn-out conversation about mornings and about stuff like that in general, smoking weed, you know, the usual stuff talked about, there comes up the idea of an adventure or journey, in which Bilbo Baggins, hating the idea, as quickly as he can and as politely as he can, rushes inside while inviting Gandalf to tea the next morning so he doesn't seem impolite or like he's just trying to get away from the conversation. Now, the next day, when Gandalf is supposed to be arriving for tea and all that, he hears a knock on the door. Now, expecting it to be Gandalf, he goes and opens it, only to find out that it's dwarves. Now, this is going to happen about 5 or 6 times before Gandalf actually shows up there with the last remaining dwarves, Thorin being among them. Thorin didn't show up after the fact. Now, they do have a feast of sorts in which Bilbo gets really, really flustered, and after the feast, Bilbo is shown or told about all this stuff about a dragon and gold and people being king under the mountain, and he learns that Gandalf had sold him out as a burglar. Now, him being obviously probably only a burglar in a book that he has read, is angry at this point and doesn't want anything to do with the entire lot. So he declines the offer to go with them on this journey, and they all end up going to bed. Now, when they do go to bed, Thorin is in the next room, the next best room, because he's the leader of these dwarves. And he's over there singing about the Misty Mountains and everything, you know. well, you know the song I'm talking about. It's really, really out there now. Yes, that song is in the book. That's something I'm very happy to say that the movie did not get wrong. Okay, so in the morning when they wake up, and Bilbo, by the way, had like nightmares and wasn't able to sleep well because of Thorin singing about all of this. But anyway, in the morning when Bilbo wakes up, he realizes that there's a lot of debris and stuff throwing around. And that right there is where our chapter ends. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will have another video for the chapter 2 summary of The Hobbit next Wednesday. Be sure to look into that, guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.